Lady Ada, what is this?
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Show and Tell. Thanks to Noe and Pedro and JP for hosting some previous weeks. But we're back, baby. It's me, Lady Ada, with me, Mr. Lady Ada. I'm camera control. We're going to check in with all the makers, hackers, engineers around the world and see what they're up to. What are they making? What are they crafting? How are they dealing with part shortages? We're going to start off with Kevin from DigiKey.
Yeah, and
hey,
do hug reports at Adafruit. That's not like physical hugs, but we say hug report. Special thanks to everyone at DigiKey. We saw them in person last week. It was fantastic. We had a great dinner together. We caught up. We talked about the future. We talked about the past. Great to see you, Kevin. You look great in HD, but you look even better in person. So
yeah, thanks. It was great to be in New York and see you guys in person as well. I don't know if I would agree with you when you say we caught up. It was only one evening.
Yeah,
I know. It went so fast too.
Yeah, I feel like we caught up the best we could with the time we had.
We did. We had a really good time.
We were efficient.
I mean, we did some good tequila there.
A lot of good things coming up with DigiKey and Adafruit, and we have a lot of great ideas. So looking forward to it.
So what you up to now that you're back home?
Speaking of great ideas, we just got a new fun little device in stock. This is our solderful breadboard. It's a solderful breadboard. It's a proto board that we are now carrying that's branded DigiKey. It was created with our DK Red program.
Nice.
And so this is something that just came in. We're going to sell them on the website as well as have them as promotional items or cool things, just like we do with our ruler. Yeah. This is I don't want to say it's replacing the ruler because there's nothing better than the ruler, but this is the next thing.
Excellent.
All right, sweet. All right, and then is it going to be available for purchase on DigiKey, or is it like?
It is. The part number is on here. It's solder bread number 2-ND.
Okay.
Do you know the price of it yet, or is that?
It is $495.
$495.
It is on the website. The image isn't there yet. It was just loaded today.
Cool.
But if you just type in solder bread.
Okay.
Solder bread.
Solder bread.
And then I know DigiKey, much like Adafruit, is starting to do more things, events. Is this going to be at some events that you're at soon? Are you going to do giveaways and all that?
There is. I'm actually heading to New Orleans tomorrow. I've heard you can't say New Orleans because that's not correct. So I'm heading to New Orleans tomorrow for an education show down there.
Great.
Outstanding. All right. Well, tweet from the road, and if you see anything interesting, tag us on the socials. This is what is it? IES?
It's CETA.
CETA. Okay. Yeah. There's too many acronyms.
There is.
Okay, that's great. So people could potentially pick some of those up if they're going to New Orleans.
Yep, I will have some with me.
All right. Okay.
All right, good to see you,
good to see you, Kevin, and looking forward to our next visit together in person. It was a long time.
Good to see you. You guys take care. Have a great rest of the week.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, next up, it's Noe and Pedro. What's you extruding this week?
Hey, folks. This week we got a really big emerald. This is inspired by a hedgehog movie that is coming out. I'm a big fan. And hey, there it goes. It's glowing. So I got the Circuit Playground blue fruit inside here. And Pedro's been changing the colors. So here's a nice pinkish purple version.
Do the Chaos Emeralds change colors, or is it like?
There are 7 different ones. So you can do 7 different colors.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So, but the green one is like the master one.
I like you have the Sonic plushie behind you and the Sonic animation.
Right. There's a Circuit Playground, a couple of 3D printed brackets, and some nice PLA translucent filament.
Cool.
So I had 3 different sizes, so folks can print them on all the different sizes of printers.
That's nice.
And oh boy, I should have put them.
The Russian doll.
Yeah, I should have. That would have been fun.
Yeah, you have a lot of Sonic stuff going on in the background. You are super fan.
They're super fans. All right, we're gonna love this movie that comes out.
Yes, looks good. So
print
your emerald today.
Yeah, we'll be showing the speed up video and also the video that you did today. And then in the top secret section, I'm going to show a preview of these really cool 3D printed graphic novel covers that we thought that folks would like. So yeah.
No, I won't show it now.
Oh,
I'll let you
show it now. No,
Yeah.
Hold up. Because
okay.
some people, maybe they're not going to, oh, yeah, look at this. So if you like, oh, okay, that's cool. And you even put the little hole in it now. Oh,
yeah, so cool.
Yeah. So if you're fans of graphic novels and more, you'll be able to make these, and you can safely protect your graphic novels, but also have something that's like really cool. So that's different color 3D printing. There's the shape is matches the graphic novel itself. And then if you look, you could see the words when you extend it out. So we think there's a couple iconic graphic novels that we can do this treatment for. So
yeah, at first I was like, I don't know what's going on with this book cover, but after reading it, I'm like, oh, okay, this protects like the spine and the back, and like for
Yeah.
displaying on
nice.
your
It's
book.
nice.
It's like, okay, this is
It also becomes a showpiece,
Yeah.
exactly. And the
And it's true for
topography of
soft
it.
covers. It's like they get smushed at the bottom. So this is
Exactly,
protects the bottom from getting
Yeah.
technical term is comic smushed.
Oh.
All right, thanks for the update, Noe
All
and
right,
Pedro.
that's super cool. Thanks for doing that.
Thanks, folks.
More to come. Next up is Scott.
Scott, what you got going on?
Hello. I'm in product showcase mode, which also means you can see the cat.
Good cat.
In his bed. So I have been doing some odds and ends, and I have this ESPRESSIF USB-OTG board that I think I found it on DigiKey. If you've heard me say, I have this bad habit whenever I make a DigiKey order, I always look at the dev kits, like the dev boards that they've got, and I noticed this one, and I was like, oh, I'll just pick it up. It's kind of neat because it's got both a USB device plug and a host plug, even though we don't have host support in CircuitPython. What you're seeing here is actually an MDNS demo that I was trying. And it's got this nice screen on it, which is cool. And it's also actually got a micro B for the USB, the UART output as well.
Oh.
So it's kind of a neat board. I think it's got a LiPo charger as well. Which
Is there actual dual USB on the S3 or?
No, there's a pin that you can set to switch between host and device mode.
I get it. Yeah. Okay.
So it's the one peripheral using it two different ways. So we're only using it in device mode here. But it's a neat little board that's all kind of sandwiched together, and it's got some buttons and no RGB LED, but it's got some LEDs anyway. So
I think it's adorable. I love the little like gold outline with the title. It's like a nice little bezel.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's just it's a sandwich. The display I think is taped to the top board, but that's kind of the only thing that's on the top board there.
All right, sweet.
So I got that going, and there's a pull request for that. And that's an ESP32 S3 as well. So
S3, it's
getting
happening.
some practice, getting some testing on the S3.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Scott. And a little bit of reminder, everybody, we're continuing the deep dive series. Tim Foamy Guy does this every single Friday now at 2 p.m. We have new graphics. I'm going to show that on Ask an Engineer. It's super cool. It's a little sub that's under.
I'm totally jealous.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah,
Why
it makes
is there
sense.
sub?
Yeah, so I'm going to maybe do an animation later. But right now you can see Tim's little icon and then blinka. It's super cute. And Tim's been doing a fantastic job. So I think we're in safe hands.
Tim's been doing great.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
All
Okay,
right.
well, maybe we'll see you next week, but probably not.
Well, who knows?
Yeah, time will tell. For those of you who don't understand, my partner and I are having a baby, and the baby's due date is Friday.
Yay.
Okay. All right, well, if not, we'll see you in 6
see.
weeks. You can show and tell your new creation.
All right. Good luck
Yeah,
on shipping
my latest baby.
your next product.
Okay.
After CircuitPython.
You can no longer call your products your babies because you actually have a real baby and it's going to be jealous.
It's very true.
All right.
Okay, well, good to see you, Scott.
Good to see you both.
All right,
next up.
JP.
JP,
What
what's
you got
up?
going on?
Hey, well, first of all, I can't wait to tune in on Friday for the first episode of Deep Dive with Scott's baby. Live streaming.
That's right.
It's going to be all about placenta hacking.
Scott 2.0.
So, hey, speaking of Foamy Guy, I was watching his live stream, and he's been talking about this Vector IO library inside of CircuitPython, which is sort of a little adjacent to Display IO thing for lightweight 2D shapes. And so it right now allows you to create circle primitives, rectangle primitives, and polygons, which you can
playing
see
it live.
Yeah, it's animation.
A live animation right here.
Yeah.
And those are really fast. They particularly because they don't take up the sort of rectangle of a bitmap. They actually are just filling the area that you've laid out with the vertices. Of course, things will slow down if you get big or put lots of them on screen, but I'm really impressed with this performance so far, and very excited to try out some of the new features as they come, some stuff with palettes coming, some outlined rectangles. You can see that little white box back there in the bottom. That's one of those. And there's a line helper and some other features maybe to come. So I'll be doing some CircuitPython parsecs involving sort of just simple getting started with this, but I'm excited about where this could go for doing some pretty neat polygon stuff inside of CircuitPython.
Okay, I can't wait for us to render our first movie, a 3D movie in in CircuitPython Vector IO.
Yeah, it's Toy Story 2D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toy Story Square.
I was trying to think of a clever pun for Pixar, but Python, Pixelon. I don't know. It's hard because it's
You
already
can do
a
Pixar
PY.
with a PY. I mean, you'll get sued, but who
Pixon.
cares?
Pixon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why not risk it?
All right. So tomorrow, JP's workshop and more.
Yeah.
We're going to show CircuitPython Parsec.
Yeah.
And let's see. We're also going to show the highlight from this week, from Tuesday,
Product
which was
pick,
the
yeah.
product pick of the week. Good thumbnail again. Your thumbnail
thank you.
game remains.
It's one of my favorite parts of my job, I have to be honest. So thank you
Okay.
for that.
All right, thank you, JP.
See everyone tomorrow.
Keeping it vectory. All right, next up is Liz, who also has some vectors. What's going on here?
Hello, I've got a video synth running on a Raspberry Pi, and what's happening is this animation is playing and processing, and these various Stemma QT boards are going to blinka, and there's a socket open so that when I just move the sliders, we've got some color changing.
Whoa, it got dark. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then also there's a time of flight sensor, and when I bring my hand down, you'll see the cube starts to speed up. And when I put back, it goes to a nice relaxed spin.
All right, change modes.
Yes, rotary encoder. We've got
Ooh,
some
that one's fun.
triangles.
Bam, 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 ba, boop, ba, beep, ba, boop, beep, 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 boop, 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 bop, bop.
Trying to
Bop,
update
boop.
it.
This has got like a cool like 70s
Yeah,
animation. Oh,
I had to do Pizza Cat because, you know.
what do the knobs do with the Pizza Cat?
It's the same thing for the backgrounds. And we've got some glitching right now that I've never seen before because we are
Okay,
live.
this is exciting.
And then
Yeah, I think
the
your
last one-
Pizza Cat's a little bit this intense. Oh, this is kind of nice.
Yeah, got
Circles.
some dots, and their size changes with the time of flight. And I put in some colors into processing so that they would randomly be different colors.
It seems like the update's kind of slow. Is it like, do you know where that is? Or?
I'm not sure right now.
We can debug it later.
Yeah.
Beta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is great. I mean, this is kind of a culmination of a lot of things that we've always wanted to do, having people make stuff like this on their own using all the maker hardware
Yeah.
that they have access to.
All right, good work.
Thank you.
That's so cool.
All right, sweet. Thank you, Liz. Showing off your video
Alright,
synth. Next up,
Paint Your Dragon.
Phil
B,
B.
what you got
Hi.
going on?
it's blinking time.
Yeah, hey, like I have this bad habit of collecting computers that they look cool.
Yeah.
Who among us
Is
doesn't
Is that a
have-
bad habit or a good habit?
It's a job requirement at Adafruit, I think. So.
Is it? Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to know. But anyway, one computer that I really think is like the best looking computer, and this isn't opinion, this is a scientific fact. The original Connection Machine, CM1, the next cube is like here, but the
Yeah.
CM1 is like it's even cooler.
Yeah.
But there's only a handful of these in existence, and it's like 5 feet on a side, so like I'm not likely to ever end up with one.
Right, it doesn't fit your thing where you have to be able to hang it on the wall.
Hang it on, yeah, in a
You need
shadow
a bigger
box
wall.
It wouldn't fit. So anyway, we've got these little LED matrices in the shop, and I've been working on making something for Raspberry Pi that does the Connection Machine has like 1 billion LEDs on the front of it, like
Yeah.
sci-fi blinking lights. And I've been trying to do the same thing basically on a Raspberry Pi. We could maybe, with the Noe and Pedro's help, we can make a little miniature Connection Machine. So I've just been trying to figure out, because you can only drive 4 of these off one I2C bus. So I've been learning about doing extra I2C buses on the Raspberry Pi. And then the Blinka library that was updating these was kind of chunky and slow. And so just had some code merged that was able to get a good frame rate on when you have a whole bunch of these matrices going now. So that's something I've just started on, and hopefully we can build a cool thing around it, and then everybody can have a connection.
That's right. Fantastic.
excited.
In the Discord chat, someone posted up a photo of it, and if you look, like you're really, really close. All we need to do is do the enclosures. And this reminds me of some of the other projects we want to do in the past, because computers have advanced so much. We're like, well, wouldn't it be great to have a deep blue that you can play chess against,
Right.
but with like modern hardware. And this is one of the other ones too. This is really cool.
So like,
Yeah, this does look a lot like it.
if you're really picky, it's like not the same number of LED, whatever. It's like it's evocative of a connection.
Yeah.
You know what? Go if they want to compete, they can go out and get a CM1.
If you want to be really picky, you could try to find which museum it's at and go and visit. But there's a lot to be said about building your own version too, and maybe you want to change it. Maybe you want to have it do different colors and stuff. So that's
exactly.
I mean, it's interesting is the Raspberry Pi, the latest versions of their CM4. So maybe there's something there where
maybe it's a collective conscious agreement to go towards a certain
people
name.
like CM.
Yeah. And we posted up the Raspberry Pi Cray enclosure project, and we also showed the little display model, and we're going to show that on our show tonight. So, maybe there's a vibe going on.
If you can't get modern computers because everything's out of stock, you might as well rebuild old
Reminisce.
ones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right, good work. Look, that looks super blinky. I mean, it looks like a connection machine. Can't tell the difference.
All right, we're gonna wrap up with Matt the Maker. Matt the Maker, what you got going on?
Hey, this is my Pi 02 wearable, and I made some new software for it. I made a new camera program, so I'm pushing the button that I would push on the back of my head to start the launcher.
Yeah.
And then I go to funny camera. I have some assistants over here.
Yeah.
And it's not the fastest, but it is kind of fun. So the first one, if you hold the faces there, it looks for a while. I don't know why. Oh, that was. And then I have Brain Slug. Oh, that was random.
Oh, so it'll overlay those on top of the faces.
Yeah, it'll do face detection.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Are you using CV, OpenCV, or what are you using?
Yes, I'm using OpenCV, and then I made a TOML file with the title, the name, the picture file name, and then I defined locations on the face, and then you can pick your own location for your image.
That looks awesome. Cool. Good work.
Thanks.
This is like PhD level Media Lab project, but done in a maker
Good to
home.
see you, man. I
that.
remember you were coming on the show until we take turns with Noe and Pedro and JP, so maybe you've been on recently. But I remember your wearable projects using Raspberry Pi. It seems like you're still.
Well, now there's the Pi 2W. You can always improve.
Exactly. There was a lot of things on the original one that half worked, like YouTube live streaming didn't work all the way. But now with this one, I can do 720p with audio and be fine.
Cool.
It's cool. Every time there's a Raspberry Pi upgrade, your wearable glasses get upgraded.
And that's great. You can do more. It's like the project's never done, never boring.
All right, Matt. Well, cool. That was excellent work. Keep coming back and showing the stuff.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Matt the Maker.
All right. We're right on time tonight because we have a little bit of show prep to do.
We
Thank you so much,
10
everybody.
Minutes.
We had a day, but I have to say the best thing about Wednesdays is the time we get to spend together on show and tell when we get to do it.
Yes.
So thank you so much, everybody, for coming by, showing and sharing your projects. If the world's going to be a better place, I think it's going to be because of people coming together and making things, and we demonstrate that every single week. Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m., the longest running live show and tell in the history of planet Earth, as far as we're aware of.
All right, 10 minutes. We got Ask Engineer coming up.
So I guess we'll keep doing it.
Stick around. We've got exciting show for you tonight. All sorts of news, updates, products, and more. It's been nonstop.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye,
See you next week.